Hello, Planet Earth. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're at IDK. My BFF Jill 730. I'm Personnel Young, wishing you warm salutations and congratulations because you've made your way to the Buffyngton Post. Today we're going to do another Buffyverse discussion, and I was really wondering how I was going to tackle all of these Slayers that we see in Season 8 and a little bit in Season 9, who literally, we don't learn their names, we don't learn shit about them. They're just there in the background to show that there are lots and lots of Slayers now, and I didn't know how I was going to do it, but today you're going to see how I figured it out. So, come with me now as we discuss Felicia's, the Vampire Slayers.
Dear John, dear John, by the time you read these lines, I'll be gone. Life goes on, right or wrong. Now it's all been said and done, dear John. Seems we've sung love's last song, dear John. Seems we've sung love's last song, dear John.
Bye, Felicia.
So, in the interim between Season 7 and Season 8, Willow and somewhere in South America with a squad of Slayers. Alright, so when we get into Season 8, we immediately are introduced to the Felicias in Scotland. Buffy is, of course, set up in Scotland. She has a great big base, and she's just running a whole ton of Felicias, the Vampire Slayers. So in the second issue, we also see that Giles is training a bunch of Felicias in England. We also learn that Andrew is, of course, running his Felicias in Rome. Then in the chain, we see that Rona has her own little squad of Felicia. And then when we start into Faith's arc, we find her in Cleveland, and Robin Wood is leading some Felicias there. And we also see in No Future for You this English fox hunt Felicia that Gigi kills.
Bye, Felicia.
So then in Wolves of the Gate, of course, they all go to Japan, and they meet some Felicias there. And then later on during Predators and Prey, we'll go back to Japan and we'll see some more Felicias, of course. So then in Time of Your Life, we see that Vi, who ironically enough was played by Felicia Day, she has a whole squad of Slayers in New York. So they're New York Felicias. In Predators and Prey, we see that Simone has like an island full of Felicias. Then in Retreat, all the Felicias kind of come together when they're trying to hide from Twilight and the army and all this good stuff. So it's like a bunch of Felicias, and they all Felicia themselves to Tibet. And then when Twilight starts happening, we meet some more Felicias. Willow is kind of pulled toward these Slayers, and like humans have just started killing off all the Slayers. It's really bad. So she meets some Felicias there.
Bye, Felicia.
And then when Last Gleaming kind of kicks in, we see some more Felicias in the big battle. And the battle's kind of like all over the world. There's this one like polite French Felicia, and Angel comes along and kills this demon for her, and she's like, merci, and he's like, au revoir, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
And then After, of course, Buffy destroys magic, she comes across these like super angry Felicias in San Francisco who like try and beat her up after work, but that didn't work out very well for them.
Buffyngton.
And then, of course, you've got a bunch of deep scan Felicias. There are a few familiar faces in deep scan, but for the most part, they're just a bunch of Felicias. Oh, and also in season 9, we get some Felicias with Nadira, her like squad of Slayers that she works with in London. We learn a couple of their names, but really they're just Felicias. So, I realize this video is really short this time, but I wanted to get these Slayers with no names or personalities out of the way
Buffyngton.
so that we could move on to the ones who do. So I hope you enjoyed today's Buffyverse discussion. You can find me right back here at the Buffyngton Post. I'm Preston L. Young. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at @ThePWitty. And you can find me on Facebook, Preston L. Young. So hope you're having a great 2015 so far, and stay tuned for upcoming Buffyverse discussions and reviews. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Buffyngton.
Dear John, dear John, by the time you read these lines, I'll be gone. Life goes on, right or wrong. Now it's all been said and done, dear John. Seems we've sung love's last song, dear John. Seems we've sung love's last song, dear John.
Buffyngton.